Yes, we are back again. Back again. Transit TV. Let's see the profile. Let's give some seconds for our regular musketeers to show up.
Yeah, tell him big man like if he's on the mic. They should come through. Don't know.
Yes, if you are there, let's make some noise.
Ify or nothing.
You know how we do it. Who is here first? Oh Lord. Hit the like button. Don't forget to do so. We have Oluwadare John first in the house. John, you again. Olaleye Anulowapo second in the house. Where is Firmino? Today is Liverpool Day.
Yeah, we need to talk some sense into that Firmino. My man thinking Liverpool is about that, you know. They're about to struggle this season, yeah. I swear down.
Hit the like button, guys. Give me my likes. It's about to go down. Liverpool, Man City. Who is going to win the league? Chelsea are just making noise because of this preseason game they won. They think they are ready for the championship.
This dude is still a hater. My man can never change, man. Always hating on top tier clubs. You know, this dude is just a hater. My boy, you have to respect Chelsea, my boy. You have to put some
All of a
respect.
sudden, every chat group, Chelsea fans are back to life. These are people in the last 2-3 seasons. You will never know that a Chelsea fan in any group. They win a preseason game, all of a sudden.
Nah, but you must need to, at least you need to be in it to win it. You must are not even in it. You can't even be there. You can't even get there. Like, so why you hating greatness? You're a hater, Reggie. Like a big hater. Like it's in your DNA. You can't even hide it. Like, nah, you're wrong, you know. You should not. You should not be the FA of Transit. You should not be the FA of Transit TV. You're so biased. Like, gosh, I've never seen a hater like this. Like, come on, my boy. You need to put some respect on our name.
If we broke it down last week, and it was obvious that Chelsea have a lot of work to do, and you know, this is 38 games a season to win the championship. This is not about hate, and this is a problem with Chelsea fans. When you talk, they take it to banter. They don't like to face things the way they are. Chelsea
Nah, but
well, today is not Chelsea. They are just threw that out there just to wind
why?
you up.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Why would you throw it out there when I protect my own? You keep on forgetting the slogan. I protect my own always.
I just let you wind you up a little bit that you know.
Why? If you wanted to keep it fair, you should not have even mentioned Chelsea, no Arsenal. I didn't come at you. I didn't come at you sideways. You came at me. You came at my club. You came at my belonging. You came at my family. You
Firmino
came
in
at
the
my
house.
blood.
Firmino in the house. Yeah. You have a Liverpool fan too. One like if Firmino is in the house.
Firmino. I see you. Greetings from Lagos, my boy. We're about to dissect your team now. So I believe whenever you're ready, you give us your take. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and follow
Yes,
the
guys,
channel. Invite your
give me
friends.
my like.
Tell them
Yes.
big if.
Yeah,
Yeah.
share this link to your friends. Let's start. We're giving them 5 minutes to join the show. We are right live right now. Get on with it. Send to your friends, even your enemies, like Ugum always say.
Yeah, send it to the enemies, to the Arsenal crew. They don't even have bullets in their gun, in their barrels. They should change that flag, that gunner's flag. They need to change it.
One like if he
Yes,
always
sir.
rapping, they miss out. You always rep your team.
Always. Not only rep, I'll protect my own like family.
Yes, guys, we are about to kick it off right now. Liverpool and Manchester City. We're trying to dissect these two squads. Who has a better chance to win the EPL this season? That is what we are doing today. Hit the like button. Let's know you are in the house if you're here. Man, like if he fully in the house.
Always,
To do
obviously.
what he
Top
doesn't know
shot.
how to do.
Oh, yeah. Thou shalt not hate.
To do what he doesn't know how to do. But yes. Let's go, guys. Okay, let's start. I hope you've shared this link to your friends and to your enemies out there to join the groove, and have some fun. We're going to be doing this every Sunday. Arsenal and Manchester and Chelsea came on last week. This week, we are doing City and Liverpool. The EPL teams have done some very good business this summer, getting ready for the new season. And 2 weeks away, 16th, the 15th of, I think 15th of this month, the league starts 13 days from now. Not too far away anymore, guys. Yeah, so let me give you guys a kind of background to this. Man like Ify.
Yeah, yeah. Go on.
Manchester City, people forget that City started rebuilding this squad January last year. Since January onto this summer, they have bought a total of 11 players since January, spent about 320 million. And this is a list of the
Wow.
players City have signed since January. They signed these two defenders, you remember, Kunasov and Nico Gonzalez. Kunasov and Victor Reyes. Then they also got Mamouche in January and Juma Ba, who is the defender from Valladolid, or whatever they call it in Spain.
Valladolid.
And Estienne McLean. So these are the teams players they signed in January. Then this summer, they went again and got players like Nuri, Bettinelli, Cheki, Rinders, and this midfielder Nipan. So they spent total of 320 million between January and now to rebuild this squad. And these players that they signed, like I said, 11 of them, 3 left backs, 3 center backs, 2 left backs, 4 midfielders, and 2 forwards, Mamouche and the other guy. Then the midfield, they signed 4 players. All this is to try to cover up the vacuum that KDB left. We know that Bernardo Silva is no longer the Bernardo Silva we used to see 3-4 years ago. He's almost gone. They brought back Gundogan from Barcelona. He hasn't been the same Gundogan. So there's serious gap in their midfield that are trying to fill. Obviously, we believe that Rodri is going to be back to his best this season, but we never know. ACL is something that you never know how the player is going to come back. So I don't know, what's your take? What's your feeling about City going to this new season?
Well, to be honest, yeah, I think they're going to struggle. I really believe they're going to struggle, and here's why. If you look at the void KDB left, obviously, like you said, Gundogan has not performed to the expectation. He's aging. Bernardo Silva, unfortunately, too, is aging. Foden has not lived up to expectation ever since his injury coming up from last year, and this year he's going to struggle. So now the key players they have, unfortunately, is Rodri. And the way I see it, I don't believe Rodri can come back ASAP and give his best in that team. Yes, they have some few games where they'll play decent. They'll do a few numbers and they win some games. But when you look at the totality over the whole season, I think they will really struggle. You know, in some games, those players that they bought in, it also takes time to gel. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah. And when you look at how the players gel, it defines how they play. What kind of fluidity are they going to bring into the team? What kind of formation is Pep going to bring? Or is he going to allow them to play that? And is he going to allow them to play that kind of football that they play in the past, where they're keeping up the ball, they're doing their high press and all of that? Yes, up front, obviously, Haaland, Mamouche, Doku, and there was another one that was doing numbers from the other side, from the right flank. What's that boy's name? The younger one. I can't really remember his name right now. Yeah, it will come to my head. But when you look at that midfield, they're really going to struggle. At the back too, they're not really doing good too. Akanji, and that was the Nate Inaki, John Stone, and
Even this guy, yeah, the
Ruben
one that
D.
scores goals, what's his name again? Defensively, even the guy they got from Wolves, what's his name?
Yes.
Uh,
So I
yeah.
really not only that. Also, remember, if you're I don't know if you're following the news, my sources are telling me that they want to get rid of the Brazilian goalkeeper, the goalie, Edison, and they're trying to recruit some other
Yeah. Edison has been trying to go to Saudi Arabia since a year ago now. So
Yes, sir. So I think they're really going to struggle to keep up with. To be honest, I think Liverpool might just accept some, barring some time, long injuries or extenuating circumstances, which may be beyond football's control. I think player for player, Liverpool wins it, because all of these players we're talking about here.
we're going to go to Liverpool, get to Liverpool squad, but let's talk about City right now. I think I
Okay.
believe I share your view, but for me, the major thing that's going to affect City, which is not even a new thing, it's been there for ages. They're not trying to wrap paper over cracks. First of all, Haaland is a blessing and a curse as well to City. I think he's a very limited player when he's not scoring goals. If you don't create chances for him, I
Oh
don't think
yes.
he really offers
Mm-hmm.
much for the team. So that on itself, City being a possession-based team is a problem. What was making up for Haaland was people like KDB. We are, churning out chances every minute, and he was, doing the numbers like you say, man like Iffy, and so he covered up for the deficiencies. Now the team has lost that cutting edge, that fear factor that, like Ubum says all the time, from other teams. So it's making it difficult for people to respect them. And Haaland now has to do more to get those chances and to help the team. Secondly, like you mentioned as well, I've been shouting this like a crusade for a long time now. City have a very, very suspicious defense, and the defenders are largely good on the ball, but defensively, especially one-on-one, they're not good defenders. Then they look at the people that don't really enjoy defending. So once they have lost that fear factor and people are now able to attack them, they can't defend. They can't, especially one-on-one. Is a very big problem for City. So once you can overcome that fear factor and you're able to stand toe-to-toe to City, they find it difficult. And I think last season, they didn't keep up to 10 clean sheets in the league. They are conceding goal, and this started from the season before. So having said that, and sometimes too, remember when Klopp left Liverpool, I don't know if Firmino can confirm this, the issue wasn't that Klopp became bad, but players hearing the same message over and over, sometimes it gets boring. I believe that
Mm-hmm.
Pep should have left City after the end of last season and move on, but he stayed. It looks like it's getting boring. I don't think it's more of largely because of lack of quality, but because of Pep too, the way he manages. You have people like Grealish who are not performing. You have people like Foden who have not lived up to expectation. I'm not saying it's Pep's fault that they've not, but maybe under a different manager, on different atmosphere, probably they will do much better than they have done. We know what Grealish did in Aston Villa before he came to City. And to say that in 3 seasons, Grealish has not even scored up to 10 goals. I think he has not scored up to 10 goals or 12 goals for City. He hasn't up to 10 assists for City in 3 or 4 seasons, having played three full seasons for City. So it's something that is worrisome. I don't know if City fans are out there. I don't know if you share our opinion. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Do you think City, with these signings they have done this summer and since January, they're going to have a better squad to compete this season in the league? We have a man like Ubum in the house. He has joined the phone. Ubum, you know what's going on, you know what the time it is. We are discussing City and Liverpool squad right now. Talking about City. City have made about 11 signings between January and now, and we're thinking between them and Liverpool. Before we go on to Liverpool, what do you make of City signings, and what do you think is going to be their fate going to the new season?
Let me correct you. Okay, go on.
If you go ahead.
Okay, let me correct you real quick. I don't think consistency should be taken for granted. When Wenger was there for ages, I didn't hear humans clamoring for his head. Or Ferguson, when he was there for ages, I didn't hear Manchester United fans clamoring for his head. Do you get what I'm saying? Consistency is always key. So I disagree with that part where you're saying Guardiola should have been gone. I totally disagree with that one. I can never agree to that. Secondly, and most importantly, I think you need to check your stats on Grealish and the assists he has made in the last three seasons. You're absolutely wrong. But my man that just came in, go ahead. We want to hear your view. You know, we're here to debate. All is fair in love and war. Go on, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to be on transit again. It's been a while. Man like Kifi, good to see you, brother. Reggie, thank you for the opportunity. So yeah, talking about Manchester City, you know, it's a side that dominated for so long and seemed invincible at some point. The thing with the EPL, like I've always said, is that it's a confidence league. When you have that confidence and the others don't have that confidence when they play you, then you can afford to be dominant. And kudos to you if you use that advantage, you know, to really excel. And when you play and dominate against teams, you better beat them and beat them very well. Don't give them any chance to get any confidence against you. That's what City have lost in the past 2 seasons. Yeah, with the big teams that they've lost to and the way they lost to those teams, the confidence is there now for any opponent for City believing that they can get something out of the game. When teams in the EPL believe they can get something out of the game against you, then they will go for that thing because in the past 2 seasons, we've seen that there's been more of a level playing field. Almost every side in the EPL has 1 or 2 players that you can point at and feel that they are good enough to play for any of the top 4, top 6, or whatever top sides. And so there are no, minnows, if I can call them anymore. Granit Xhaka left Arsenal a couple of seasons ago, went unbeaten with Leverkusen, and now he just signed for Sunderland. That's a solid player right there. That's going to help them, that knows the EPL very well. And then, it's going to strengthen them. So now coming to City, there's been a lot of changes, as we've documented, we've talked about it. And when you have this number of players, new players coming into a team, they will need time to bed in, right? They have a genius of a coach in Guardiola. He's going to try to do his thing as he's prone to do. He has nothing to prove to anyone. But they are still going to need time to blend. And the thing about winning is you haven't won until you have won. Now, we cannot predict, we cannot say that this City team with these new players will win like the one that won. The one that won had certain elements, certain players that excelled under the hardest conditions. The likes of Bernardo Silva combining with De Bruyne and all that. The way they won games, even when things were tight. These new guys have to prove themselves in that way. Until they do it, we cannot say they will do it. So that's the thing. When they do it, then we can take it from there. So that's until they do it, it's a level playing field with the rest of the people that haven't won anything, despite having the genius of a manager.
Yeah, let's see what people on the group chat are saying. Oluwadare John said Liverpool can't struggle this season. The league is between Liverpool or City. Okay. And Olale, you say preseason is different from season proper. Talking to Chelsea right there. When season starts is when you will see the big boys. And not like if you can't hear you, it looks like you're on Zoom.
Oh no, I was listening to Odun. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. And John, you say Chelsea fans can make out. Yeah, Firmino, Liverpool is a team to watch. Don't count out Arsenal. Don't count Arsenal out. I don't see Chelsea doing wonders. Okay. Lale says City is better ready now. Okay, Priyanka, again, we see you from India. Thank you for always joining this show. He said hello. Anike, you say good evening, sir. Okay, let me see a new chat from there. City is going to struggle in the midfield. Oh, that's John right there. And anything new? Yeah, that's it for now. For the chat section. So, man, like you said, well, all I'm saying is Grealish has not done anywhere close to what he did in Aston Villa, and he has really underperformed. We know that. We know how much he was signed for. So I don't think I'm wrong to say that. He cannot say that Grealish has done anything good for City. And what I'm talking about Pep is we know how Pep works. Pep works with the best qualities, and I don't think pound for pound, player for player, City now, if you remove the Pep factor and what, like we mentioned, City have dominated the last 7 seasons before Liverpool won last season. If you remove that factor and Pep, I don't think player for player, anybody will say City has a superior squad now to Liverpool or even Chelsea and Arsenal. So, and on that premise, it's going to be City are just like we mentioned, they haven't done it, this particular set of players now, the bunch of them haven't done it before. So until they do it, we're not going to give them that respect. And having said that, let's move to Liverpool. Liverpool on their own haven't signed as many, but they have spent 300 million euros this summer already, and that could go up to 450 by the time they round up Isak deal. We know Isak is going to be a Liverpool player next season. I think what is holding that deal is because Newcastle are still trying to get the replacement for him. They are going for Shesko, who hasn't made up his mind yet where he wants to go. For as far as I'm concerned, I think Liverpool, Manchester United having their director of football in Frankfurt before in Manchester United right now is the worst, stalling that deal. United cannot do the deal financially, but they're trying to use the relationship that they have in the club to get the deal over the line. So that's what's stopping Shesko maybe from signing for Newcastle at the moment. But I believe that Newcastle, overall, with the kind of money they're going to make from selling Isak to Liverpool, are going to eventually get Shesko. And then once that is done, Isak will move to Liverpool. Then Liverpool would have gotten Jeremy Frimpong, 29.5 million from Leverkusen. They would have gotten Percy, who is a goalkeeper, Florian Wirtz, 111 million euros from Leverkusen as well. And Milos Kekes from Bournemouth, a left back, 40 million. They also got Mamadashvili, a goalkeeper from Valencia, and Ekitike as well. They bought 74 million this summer. By the time they added up with Isak, I don't know man, like what's your take on Liverpool going to this season if they can pull off this Isaac transfer?
You forgot to add they signed Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, I mentioned him.
Oh, okay.
116 million. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, they still have the core. They still have their core players. You know, this dude is there. From the back line, Alisson Becker is there. The solid defender in VVD,
Van Dijk.
Virgil van Dijk. You know, he can marshal. He can pair with Canute or Joe Gomez. You know, then on the left back they have Robertson. So they still have the core defenders. In the mid, they have Soboslai. They have the Argentine boy. What's that one's name again? The one that won the World Cup.
Okay.
That scored a beautiful.
McAllister.
McAllister. They've got McAllister in the mid. Soboslai. Then obviously some of these players coming from other clubs, when they come into the Premiership, we have to weigh them and watch them. So I think Florian Wirtz is decent, you know. But when you look up front, they still have obviously Salam Aleikum. They have that one. Then they have they signed that Ekitikitiki guy, you know. Then most likely, like you said, Ishak is going to be a Liverpool player. I don't the only reason I don't see that happening is if, like you said, SQAUD doesn't go to Newcastle, or barring some other things. His mind is already made up to come to Liverpool. Yes. Then they also have another thing we always forget, you know. It's always good to have a good squad, role players. They have Gakpo too. Yeah. Gakpo can come in on that left.
Curtis Jones.
They have Curtis Jones. I was going there too. Then they have the Japanese boy Endo. Endo can hold up play and play some good football too. So they have a natural balance in their team that can propel them to defending the title. You know, it will be really nice to see. The odds right now will be for Liverpool to win the title. But if they do eventually sign the sweet boy Alexander Isak, then I think it will be goals galore. I can't even because if you look at it, they have replacements in every field. Like for like, they've got replacements everywhere up on that field, from Mamadashvili. Obviously, Frimpong is going to play on the right. He's going to be trusting there right from the jump. They signed Kirkers, you know. So I think now
for me, Liverpool is frightening. The only thing as a rival fan, the only thing I can say, okay, this is my hope of them not winning the league again this season. And this is not being objective. This is just what you know, maybe based on what we've seen before in EPL and what I want to happen, not what I think will happen. Is like you mentioned, Liverpool in the past, they've done this kind of thing where they go and sign 5, 6, 7 players in a summer, and they find it difficult to gel, and most of them don't work out, and they go again the next season. They used to do this long time ago before Klopp came. You remember when they signed Benteke, signed Lallana, and Balotelli? They are doing this season after under Bernard Rodgers, and every season it doesn't work out. They go again the next season until Klopp came, and for like 3 seasons, Liverpool didn't sign any player. He tried to build that squad and built that squad. So now an slot has come in. That squad was already built. Probably a different way of managing the team, where he, apart from Salah and Van Dijk, the rest of the players, he was using the entire squad and kept that team fresh, and kind of made them stay fit all season, and they won the league. But now he has gone this summer to sign players that I think are going to be starters. Now he brought in Frimpong. Of course, they lost Trent Arnold, so he's going to replace Trent Arnold. On the left side of the defense, what's his name? Johnson. What's his name?
Robert Johnson.
Yeah, Robertson.
Robertson.
He has lost that edge, so he
replaced him
as well. So these players are going to need to blend in. Now we saw Diaz hell-bent in leaving Liverpool, and he has left. What that tells you is this man is trying to bring his own players. Obviously, there's going to be now And Ancelotti's skill in managing players and managing egos in the dressing room is going to be tested because you already have a squad that is good enough. You're bringing new players. The old players that were there before are going to watch what you're going to do. They're going to favor the ones you're bringing in, or are you going to let them bed in? So with that management skill is going to be tested, and which is normal every time you do stuff like this. This is only reason why I feel Liverpool.
Hello?
Looks like we've lost Reggie.
Yo, where you, man?
To win this league again this season, but like for me, hello.
Yo, are you guys there?
I think my internet is.
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Seems we're having network transmission issues. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Like you.
Okay. So what's your take? I think it's a good manager's problem to have, you know. When you're having new players coming to blend with the old players and to fight for places, you know, you have to keep them refreshed. They have to be on their toes. That's what I believe, you know. So I don't think it's a good problem for the manager to have, really. That way, players that are not performing drop on the bench, they reanalyze, reevaluate, and they go again. And it's a long season, you know. So I think it's a good problem for the coach to have. Besides, yeah, when you've won it the first time, the best thing you can do is try to win it again. That shows character. You know, it's harder to win it again. So you have to credit Prep for doing it like 4 times in a row. So I think the challenge for Arne Slot right now is to see if he can keep that momentum going. You know, yes, they've lost a few players, and I think there's no way that won't happen. You know, it's a long season. Players fall out of favor. They don't get it right. The game takes over them. A whole lot of things. Managing players is also difficult too. So you need to keep up with trying to put them on their best form performance so that they can go over and over and over again. Remember, you always have to continue going forward. So I think I really think it's Liverpool's title to lose. That's my own take, really. What do you think?
Okay, well, I think it's their title to lose as well, mainly because of you guys have already documented it really well. The people that they brought in to add to the people they already have. It's a loaded squad full of quality all over the
guys. My internet went off.
Hello.
Yeah, we held it down. We held it down for the FP Reggie.
Yeah.
Capitano.
So I was gonna highlight.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Go on, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna highlight only one place I think they may be affected would be the loss of Ruben Diaz. I think that is it Ruben or Luis? What's his name again? Is it Luis Diaz or Ruben Diaz?
Yeah, Lucho Diaz. Luis.
That guy, I think, is still underrated in world football. I think he's a brilliant maverick player, right? Maverick forward. Those people like that help you win titles because in games that are tight, they are able to unlock defenses. That guy is very gifted in that sense, right? It's just that most times he's not, for some reason, he's not quite as heralded or quite as celebrated compared to the contributions he makes to the team. I think they're going to feel the loss of that guy. Though there's this young boy that they bought from Chelsea 2 seasons ago, Ngumoha Rio. that's very gifted, very skillful, that they are hoping will replace Diaz. He's also very good, but you cannot buy, like you said, money, like if you want to start it, you cannot buy experience, right? Diaz has done it, for a few seasons. And there's a reason that Bayern, who are known to be very careful with their money, would splash the kind of money they splashed on Diaz this summer. So I think there may be just a little chunk there in the armor for Liverpool due to that loss. But apart from that, everything seems so tight. Another guy that I'm wondering what he's doing there is Harvey.
I get what you're saying. Sorry to jump in. Sorry to jump in there. Have you watched Ekitike? Like Ekitike compared to Diaz. Diaz, and I understand what you're saying about Diaz, is work rate. He has the skills, but I don't think he's end product. Ekitike is doing it did it only once in Germany, but that boy is end product.
So
compared to Diaz,
unless
is far superior. Think they are yeah, go ahead. Yes, guys, we are struggling with internet right there. So, like I said, I think Liverpool, they feel very pretty confident on Ekitike replacing the numbers, or even more than what Diaz have been doing, which is the reason why they let Diaz go. So I feel in that area, Liverpool are not going to lose much from not having Diaz in that team. And like we all, he's always seen, we as fans, what we see on Saturdays or Sundays when 90 minutes of the pitch, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes with these players. Sometimes players fall out with managers. Sometimes there are disagreement, but as a professional, you still are expected to do what you need to do once you step onto that team. I believe that some of these players will not be very happy having limited number of minutes all through the season, considering the style that Anna Slot deployed last season, which made them to win the league. You remember teams like City, Arsenal, Manchester United, maybe not Chelsea, but most of the big teams that were in Europe had a lot of injury issues, but Liverpool fresh. But again, we know players are very critical when it comes to minutes on the pitch. Everybody wants to play 90 minutes of every game. So people who are playing 35 minutes, 40 minutes here and there probably will not be happy with that, which is why players like Diaz decided to, try their luck elsewhere. So again, like we mentioned in terms of City, Liverpool are still going to have to deal with. This is the only thing that as a rival fan, I am hoping that will work against Liverpool. You're not going to have 4 or 5 starters in your team all at once in a season, and perform exactly how you did the season before. Because right now they're going to have a new right back, they're going to have a new left back, they have a new left winger, and probably one of the midfielders as well to start for them. So this is huge in terms of the rhythm in the team, in terms of chemistry, in terms of understanding of each other's way, and again, the manager's philosophy. So there's going to be need for time for players to settle in. So guys, I don't know what you think in the comment section. For me, do you think Liverpool, regardless of the players they have signed, that they are going to have any issues with betting? John, what's your take, Liverpool? Yes, we are having very, very bad connection there. I've lost my man Ify and Boom having network issues. John, you say Liverpool got replacement for. You expect them to have the same level of cohesion that they had last season with these new players that they brought in this season? We are having very bad network. And, yes, if you are there, the comment section, make some noise. Let me see you if you're there. Yes, for today we have our winners. John Oluwadari was first on the stream today. You, as usual, get your, and it's really time for our questions for winners on this stream before we round up.